Hä, warum machst du das immer?
Alle bereit?
Das werde ich dir mal zeigen.
Okay.
Okay. Hello there, here's AnY. Hello.
Hello there, this is AnY Pony, and we are back for our last first impressions for Season 4, Twilight.
Part 1 and 2.
Exactly. And what do you know? The keys have actually been keys.
Rainbow Boy, yay!
Okay, oh, we're getting ahead of ourselves.
It was totally epic, damn it! This was so cool!
As he said,
Positive
yes.
enough?
Yay! Awesome!
Do you want to scream something randomly right now when everybody is?
Yeah.
Overall, a rather satisfying and well done season finale. We have all been pretty much agreeing, but I wouldn't be the balanced opinion guy if I would be completely fanboying, so I have a rather long list with good and with bad things. First, a little nitpick right in the opening about the setup that Twilight... A few episodes ago, Twilight didn't even want to be a princess and want to be handled completely normal, and right now she is like, you control the moon, you control the sun, you protect the Crystal Empire, but I do nothing as a princess.
Yeah, it is true, she did nothing, she just was there and
yeah,
just
but she never had this issue, she was always a completely happy with her situation, pupil, and she never wanted to be a princess. She, just a few episodes ago, she was completely like, no, I don't want anything special, I am just me, and now she's like, and now I want my princess duties, I want my kingdom.
Intellectually, I think my brain sorts this out completely, and this doesn't see any problem here.
Well, this has only been my first little nitpick.
Oh my god.
Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on to the next one, which will be even more controversial. I had a little bit of problem with the first song.
What?
It was great. It was one of the greatest songs of MLP ever.
No.
It was so Disney-like.
No.
Yeah.
What?
It's not the greatest song.
It is one of the greatest songs for me already.
No.
It was so
for you.
It was so beautiful. It was so Disney-like. I was so touched. I loved it
This
so
song
much.
was going to be perfect. No, okay. My main problem with this song is basically that when the three princesses joined in a choir, it was just like, they always have been depicted as some, at least Celestia and Luna, Cadence not so much, but they have all been displayed or presented this very regal, this kind of higher being like, and then they were like in a choir and all in a choreography, and it was really like, this seems so strange considering how they have been presented earlier. And yes, it has a very nice Disney vibe to it. I'm not against the song in general, but certain aspects were just for me like, what? Eyebrow raisers.
He is forgetting that it is actually a kids show, guys.
For
And
more
Brony
or
should
less
accept
4
that.
seasons, this kids show presented those princesses as very regal, higher beings which have this kind of untouchable aura to them. And now they are dancing in circles and doing choreographies. Even last season finally, when Celestia had her epic song in the afterlife, she was still very majestic in her movement and everything, and now she's like, let's have the song
I don't
together.
think so. It was it still had a majestic feel for me, for sure.
Good for you. This was my second small little nitpick of this entire list.
She's sleeping with a crown and things on here. What? What the fuck? But it was cute to see her waking up in bed. It was kind of cute. Actually, that's just one of my main complaints about the princesses. I want to see them being more cool, a little bit more
down to earth, casual, normal.
Just a little
approachable.
bit, yes.
Yeah.
Now Twilight is a princess more and more, and the other princesses are getting more friend-like. Not only just mentors and above beings, also friend-like. They're getting closer. They have to work together. So it's no wonder that when they are together, they are more...
On the say eye to eye. On the
yes, a little bit
similar
more.
level.
Yes.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I give you that. A big one, actually, but I don't have too much to say about it. Discord. I totally have to rewatch the episode because his role was because he actually switched sides. I wasn't sure if it was all a bit of his agenda, but he actually switched sides, and it's something I have to watch again.
I was shocked.
I was intrigued by it. So far, I haven't really made up my opinion.
I think Discord was pretty funny here and pretty cool with all the references like Mary Poppins and stuff.
Yes.
And
Discord is awesome.
the overall way of becoming an actual friend was very good written. I didn't like Free the Crowd, for example, but now seeing it from this as a way from being kind of reformed, but not totally. And he will never be totally good. He's still chaos, but now he actually became a friend.
Yeah, good point. Actually, Twilight now really appreciates him as a friend, what she didn't do in 3 as a crowd. Then next one on my list is good old AnY. I always call him Lord Tyrant because I have watched too much Game of Thrones the last few days.
Lord Tyrek.
Tyrek, thank you. And when I watched it, I was like, oh, he is totally like this dude from the G1 opening. And I just watched T-Bab's special thingy. If you haven't watched it before continuing, because I'm going to spoil it. But yeah, it is pretty much revealed that it is the same villain. It is Lord Tyrek from the G1 big finale. So it is either an epic callback to G1.
It is. Megan McCarthy stayed at G1.
Okay, so you see, it is pretty much one of the original G1 villains being integrated in G4, which is a rather epic thing, I have to say. Him as a villain, he did a job. He did his job. He wasn't such an epic, intriguing villain like Discord. He wasn't so interesting as Chrysalis.
He was intriguing as he talked Discord into becoming bad again. He was good in that.
His magic, his energy sucking thingy was
badass. It was like Harry Potter and the Dementors in Harry Potter. Yeah. He was badass.
Yeah.
Did you see what he could do against Twilight?
He was badass. So Megan, you redeemed yourself from Sombra.
I think this is the best villain.
Well, you are allowed to your opinion, even though it is obviously wrong.
Go to the Super Saiyan fight.
Oh my god.
The Smile HD fight.
Wait.
Pony.
Twilight against Tyrek, because that was awesome.
Yeah.
That was it actually was long and it actually was brutal a little bit.
Yeah,
it was like Dragon Ball Z pony
Smile HD.
I mean, when I saw it, I sat there like, this is not happening.
Right. But you should have seen his. He was like, what is this? This is not My Little Pony anymore.
Yeah. This is a kid show, and why is that in the kid show? Epic fights.
I don't know. I don't care. It was amazing.
Yeah.
But it was a little bit too much, I have to say, with Twilight getting smashed into a mountain. Then she had this aura around herself, which probably protected her.
Yeah,
but then he crushes her entirely through the mountain, and I was like, even Son Goku would have been wounded at least after that.
Yeah,
so she was a little bit too indestructible.
She had the combined powers of all the princesses. I mean, that is something.
Which is also an interesting point I have on my list. Like, I thought the idea of really transferring the magic of this kind of hiding the Alicorn magic by putting all of them into Twilight and giving up for the other 3 princesses, I thought it was a rather clever move writing-wise. And of course, overcharged Twilight was fun to watch.
Yeah, but it's so epic, I just think, what are they gonna do afterwards? Because in terms of epicness, I just have to ask myself what comes next.
Oh my god,
all of the ponies.
This reminds me of Legend of Korra. They pretty much made the second season's finale so big that I was also like, how the heck are they going to top this? They turned into
it was so
mountain
epic. Oh my
high
god.
glowing.
It was really great. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, but how are they going to one-up it? There are at least 2 more seasons of Legend of Korra. Are they going to do this in space next time?
Diese beiden Folgen waren einfach nur genial.
The 2 episodes were awesome.
Und erstmal der Prinzessinnen-Song war richtig toll.
She loved the princess song. Oh, she's one of the right ones. Don't care about this guy.
Oh.
Who are you anyway? Anyway, did you get it? Okay, next one.
Tyrek als Gegner war ziemlich cool. Also,
Tyrek as the villain was so boss, it was really cool.
Wow. Twilight als Elikon Magiespeicher war total unerwartet, also das habe ich nicht erwartet, dass die Prinzessinnen ihre Magie abgeben müssen an Twilight.
Yeah, the whole magic transfer thingy came totally out of nowhere for her, but she pretty much was like, whoa.
Und was auch noch unerwartet war für mich, war, dass Twilight sich alleine stellen musste, ohne ihre Freunde.
Oh das yeah, she didn't expect that Twilight had to fight alone against the main villain without her friends. That was surprising for me too a little bit.
Yeah. But well, before, in the end,
in the other season finales, they always work together, the friends.
Then again, in the one-on-one battle, she wasn't able to beat him, and she needed her friends in the end to do the final thing.
That was
Which is another perfect segue.
The last, could you even call it battle, when they transformed into their Super Saiyajin rainbow power mode, and they fought Tyrek. Just was a thing of 20 seconds or so, and Tyrek was gone. Not even attacking.
And about those forms. I mean, of course, they had to do something to one-up it, but
rainbow power form.
They jumped right away to the Super Saiyajin 3 level of ridiculousness in the look. I mean, I basically see what they did. They wanted to integrate the color schemes of the other main 6 into each one a little bit, so there are callbacks to each other because they're all connected through friendship. Ooh. But first of all, there's a reason they have different color schemes. And the thing that bothers me so much is the color schemes are so well balanced and so thought through for each pony. And mixing all those together just looks horrible.
It doesn't work.
A first-year student for design wouldn't do such a horrible job.
Yeah, what did they do? Did they ask a few children to create those designs?
Only Applejack looks awesome.
You are biased. You are biased. You like Applejack in every form.
I think I will get used to this design because I think they will have to use it again when they fight with their friendship powers. So
I don't want to get used to it. No, they have to.
You will have to get used to it, or you will have to suffer.
No, they don't want to look like. But talking about Twilight in between supercharged form with their sparkly hair, and so that's also good looking. Okay, I have one last thing on my list, then we can just go through what you guys have left. The box. So the magical box, which was created by the tree, it turned into a castle. I mean, okay.
It is Twilight's destiny.
Yeah,
but the others as well, of course.
Okay, I mean, on the one hand, it was a cool thing. I didn't see it coming, which is always a good thing. But then again, this box turns into a castle.
Yes.
But okay, I really hope for her to move into the Two Sisters castle, but I guess now having a sparkly treehouse next to Ponyville works as well, I guess. Even so, it looks so out of place. I mean, okay.
There's something I do really like about this, because I thought it would just be Twilight's castle and she would be there completely alone. But she has a throne room, and everybody has a throne, even Spike as a friend of us. So they are still a little bit equal, even if Twilight is the princess. That is cool.
She's the princess of friendship.
Think so too, right?
Even so,
I knew it.
Actually, I actually don't have a problem with it, because despite the whole Crystal Empire thing, as far as I knew, Cadence was supposed to be the princess of love. So I kind of always thought of Twilight as princess of friendship anyway. So it was like,
yeah,
well,
of course. Lessons of friendship and princess of friendship. It kind of makes sense.
It was stated in the last season finally. It was like when Celestia tells her, hey, you have learned everything about friendship and now you reach this new form. It was like, yeah, she learned everything about friendship and that turned her into a princess. Of course she's a princess of friendship.
Yeah.
I expected the episode to be bad. Yes. No. No, Andy spoiled me and say, oh, Rainbow Pose, and here you have 2 weeks to come down. And,
I don't know what you're talking
and
about.
I say, oh my god, what do you have? What you make, Hasbro? Yes?
Yeah.
And I think this episode is bad. And
He thought it.
yeah, and we watched this in a lot of brony group, and I see it. I say, what? This is epic, yeah? This is the best finale from My Little Pony.
Yeah.
Yes, and
Aside of that power design, rainbow power design.
yeah, it's a great episode, and I don't think this epic fight scene is a good place in My Little Pony. It's a kid show.
But it was good.
Yeah, it's good, and it's not.
Do you want
a
to
kid
have a
show. It's Dragon
way?
Ball and it's my HD. Yeah, with epic
I
fight.
don't know.
Epic fight.
There was no blood. There was no guts.
Yes,
Kinda-
thank you. Remind me of my
Wow.
disappointment.
No.
What the fuck is going on here?
I don't like Twilight in this episodes. In season
In
3
3
finale.
finale, yeah.
Yes. And in this episode is really cool. Yeah.
She was cool,
Yeah.
you thought?
Yeah.
You liked Twilight? You actually liked Twilight?
Oh, come on.
We have to get. We do have to get the doctor, definitely. Something is wrong with him.
So that's pretty much what the four of us has to say. So what do you think, Chrissy?
Chrissy.
Oh my god, this episode was awesome. The writing was good. The spring up good.
Oh my goodness. What was
I
this?
thought this episode was really, really good. I did not expect it to be as good as I presumed it to be. I actively avoided all the spoilers. I didn't go on Equestria Daily. I wanted to be completely blind to it.
You are a very
And-
smart girl.
Thank you. And also, AnY, all your criticisms are utter bullshit.
Well, you are not so smart anymore.
Why don't you list off your criticisms again, and I could just tell you exactly how you're wrong.
Cheers.
The when they defeated Tyrek the very last time, it was too fast. They should have at least attacked him 1 or 2 times before they.
That's pretty legitimate.
The super forms are ugly. The color design is a mess.
This one is
Well,
for
I
AnY.
will
You don't
admit
have to
that
say anything.
I will admit that when I saw the original marketing vectors that they released for the Rainbow Power toys and stickers, I was not really impressed. The color schemes, as an artist, I find them very clashing. I will say the best designs are probably Rainbow, Applejacks, and Twilights.
Yep.
But I think something that helps the fact that they're animated, it's much better to see them in motion than in stills. Like Twilight's hair moving was very nice looking. The little subtle animation with Rainbow's hair being that the colors actually move was really pleasing. Pinky's hair still looked ugly,
Yeah.
but the designs weren't all that
Ridiculous.
great. It was obviously a marketing ploy to design toys, which Hasbro has no excuse because they made the Breezies, obviously, to sell toys, and those designs were just fine. So, but it's better that they're in motion in this season finale.
I guess
I love the episode. I love the episode. It's the best season finale so far. Every aspect was perfect. I don't care if I sound like a Digibrony. This season finale was absolutely perfect, and every criticism that AnY says is completely wrong. You should all unsubscribe to him and subscribe to me.
Yay!
Well, thanks a lot, Chrissy, for this unqualified words. This is AnY.
Burn Brony Andy.
Bella.
Peanut Warrior.
And Keyframe.
Saying see you soon. Bro!
Woo!
But you didn't call him a friend when he just trolled you? I don't get it. What do you say to that? You didn't listen.
No.
Okay.
Dustin, do you have anything completely unscripted to say to us?
No, I expected the episode to be bad. No.
Das war richtig, that was right.
Wirklich to be
Bad.
To be
Okay.
bad, yeah.
Okay, okay.